Go to breathefume.com/weighing in and use the promo code weighing in to get 10% off right now. I've heard too many people complaining about this. This was a close fight, Josh. This was a super
you're going to hate what
fight.
I have to say then. You're going to hate what I have to say.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
John, I was texting you.
I know you were.
So did you have Gamrot winning?
The real question for me is this. I had Tsarukyan winning the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
Third round was extremely close.
Yep.
But I had Gamrot winning it. Same as Paul Felder had Gamrot coming back and winning it. Yep. The questionable round is the 4th round.
Nope, not
in my
even
opinion.
a question.
Yes, it is, because, and this, I talk with you all the time about this.
I do.
And we can go back and forth with it. Yes, Gamrot got put on his butt with a spinning back fist, but he was also on one leg because he was kicking at the time that he got hit, and right away he goes into a grappling situation. Do you think he was that hurt by it? I don't think he was that hurt by it. And if you take a look, especially of the remainder, especially near the end of the round, he was putting some good shots on Tsarukyan. Tsarukyan was getting a little bit tired.
Yeah.
I'm okay with any way someone wants to look at it, but all 3 judges scored that fight completely the same. They all looked at it the same way. And it's that 4th round, in my opinion. The 3rd round was close, but I still think Gamrot, I thought he won that. I thought he did some good stuff in that. It's that Tsarukyan is, and I know this doesn't add up as far as it's not fair. Tsarukyan is 25 years old, and I don't think this loss means anything. That kid is freaking good.
Yeah.
And he's going to be special.
He is special right now, John. He's special
true.
right now.
Good point. He is special right now. And I don't think this loss does him any damage in any way. I think more people now look at him and go, I want to watch that guy fight again. His wrestling is freaking stellar. His stand-up, he's got power in his hands. He's fast. He moves well. He cuts angles well. I just look at it and I go, yeah, it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. But, you're going to hear people with robbery. There's no robbery in here. It was close. No. And I can understand how judges look at it one way when maybe, have to. Let's look at it this way. Both these guys trained at ATT. Most of their, that's where they both trained. Now, I know that Tsarukyan's training at Syndicate right now because of that whole thing. But you had guys from ATT in both corners. You had Mike Brown in Gamrot's corner. You had Bahumba. He's over in Tsarukyan's corner. And you got ATT guys going against each other here. And if you ask Bahumba who he thought won the fight, he will tell you Tsarukyan. And if you ask Mike Brown who won the fight, he's going to tell you Gamrot. And if it was reversed, it wouldn't change. They'd both say, yeah, my guy won.
Yeah.
It was that close.
Well, I sat up here last week for our midweek show, and I said Tsarukyan's the better wrestler, which he's the better wrestler when it comes to when he was fresh. As he slowed down, he was not the better wrestler. Gamrot was able to put
he did some beautiful work as far as negating the takedown at times. You go, God damn, he did that well.
Even when he was tired, he was doing a great job of negating the takedowns. I had it 1, 2, and 4 for Tsarukyan. I thought the only reason why I gave him the credit. Now, you said because he was still able to get the takedown, but it was the way that he fell that made me believe that he was hurt.
But he's on one leg.
No, you're right. And he crumbled straight down. He didn't fall backwards. He didn't fall forwards. He crumbled straight down, and Tsarukyan stepped in, and the leg was just there. He just dropped. If his body would have fell forward like he was shooting a double leg, he crumbled straight down. And that's why he was hurt. Now Tsarukyan stepped in, he was able to grab the leg, and then that's when the wrestling ended. He drove him into the fence and got the takedown. And for whatever seconds, he had him against the fence. That, and then later on, he hit him with a head kick as well. And so when I'm talking about damage,
no. In fact, that was one I'm gonna check you on this one. I want you to go back. I'll go back and look at the straight drop down.
Okay.
Tsarukyan did a beautiful spinning back kick. and it went off of his shoulder. It did not hit him in the head. It went off the shoulder.
I think I'm talking about a different kick because it wasn't spinning kick. It was a straight head kick. Yeah, it was a straight head kick. They just hit him right off the top. Hit him right off the top of his glove and his head. So, but no, that was in that round. It was unless you're thinking of a different spinning one that was in a different round. I don't recall one in that round. I'm gonna go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
To go through this, but look, in no way am I saying this is a robbery. When the fights, and we've said this multiple times. Because that word, just like the word the goat, okay, not the goat, but goat is thrown around. Okay, it can't be the word and it's the goat. It's like just like the word the goat is thrown around all the time. Robbery is just thrown around way too much, especially as of lately. And I loved hearing the commentary finally from all the from the UFC guys as well as us talking about we learned about this, and they did a better job.
The UFC guys, I want to say that Michael Bisping, Paul Felder, even Brendan Fitzgerald, but Michael and Paul, they went to a class with officials to kind of learn, and not to learn about MMA, obviously, to learn about, look, this is the way the officials, what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they do it, how they differentiate, all that stuff. And I thought they did a great job of making good statements throughout their broadcast as far as, saying the right things.
Yeah.
I think it helped. I think it really helped them.
I think it does, because what it does is it keeps the sport, what's the word I'm looking for here, John? Where the sport's not in question anymore. It's not like, it keeps it. The sport's no longer like the judging and the criterias and all that stuff is now you don't have fans at home saying, "Oh, it was robbery," and then it becomes the integrity. Yeah. There you go. That's a good word there.
Nice job there, podcast Dave.
It keeps the integrity of the sport.
I had no idea where he was going.
No, it keeps the integrity of the sport together. Now fans at home aren't going, "Oh, I fucking lost that bet because this, and this," it's rigged, and then it becomes. Especially in the fight business right now with all the betting that's going on, not just in fighting, but in sports in general, we want to make sure that we're not saying things on the broadcast that really makes people believe that this shit is rigged. Because in no way, these guys are out there laying it on the line, and this shit is difficult. Like I said last week, this shit is hard. Okay. And both of these guys, I've seen some great lightweight fights in my life. Okay, look, I'll give Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler, great fight.
You've been in some great lightweight fights in your life.
Okay, I've been in some as well. But I'm saying this to me was a spectacular, technical fight from beginning to end. And
fantastic.
I've said this from the beginning. Gamrot, but especially Tsarukyan, he is special. He will be. Yep. He is special now, and I expect him. And I said this last week. I expect him to be in that top 5 within the next year and a half, 2 years.
25 years of age, Josh.
I can't see it. I cannot see outside of some crazy nonsense happening. I can't imagine him not being in the top 1 or 2 or being champion. I can see maybe not champion only based on that. He's so young right now. I can't tell. But I expect him to be in the top 5 within a year and a half, John. He's that damn good. He's so good. A couple little tweaks here and there. A couple little bit of tweaks with the fight IQ. A couple little tweaks, in the conditioning, to help, because he used a lot of energy. He's got vicious power with them leg kicks. Holy shit. And then he's got good hands. His wrestling and his defensive wrestling. Did you see the way he defended that takedown when he tree-topped him? 3 times in the first round, he stopped that takedown with the tree-top. Beautiful job. Yep. Gamrot, I didn't think Gamrot won, but I'm not mad. It's not a robbery. I thought it was a great fight. And if they want to run it back, sign me up. Pay-per-view dollars. Pay-per-view dollars.
Thank you very much.
Go to mybookie.ag. Use that promo code weighing in, and they'll give you additional spending cash with your first initial deposit.
100% agree.